Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gafy, and I just wanted to share with you guys a small haul that I was able to do at Target with Makeup Geek, and it's just a few things. So I was able to grab these quad shadows that they had just come out with the square pans, and I was also able to get a skin bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. So we'll just go ahead and do a couple swatches for you. This one is Orange Crush. That's Orange Crush. Peachless. This is Shimmer. Look at how smooth that goes on. It's gorgeous. This is the palette again. I'm Peachless. This is my favorite. This one is Chocolate. Shimmer first. It's just, the shimmers are just so creamy and gorgeous. This shade is a good, like, transitional shade. It's my dog, Buster, sorry. And this is the last shade here. There you go. And this is Chocolate. And the last three that I'm going to swatch for you is the highlighter, blush, and bronzer. Just kind of want to quickly just show you guys how they go on, just so you get a feel of the quality of the products. So we're going to go in first with Tawny, which is the medium skin bronzer. There you go. Then we're going to go in with the blush. This one's called Bliss. Remember, this is a really light colored blush. Peachy toned is what I'm really loving right now. And then last, I'm going to go in with the highlighter. And this shade is Nightlight. Again, so pretty, so reflective. There you go. Alright, since now I have all my face done, my prepping and priming is all set, I'm going to be going into the Makeup Geek Quad. I'm Peachless. It's like right over here, and this is the one that I wanted to try out today. So I'm going to start off with using my e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going to use the shade Peach for the Stars. I'm going to use this on basically my whole lid. Just tap that off there. Just good. It seems to be very pigmented. I don't really need to go in with my brush too much. I actually need to tap some off, but the color goes on very smoothly. bit on this side to even it out. Right? I'm going to take the same shade and do the same on my under eye. And I'm going to be using my Sigma Pencil E30 brush. Just kind of go in there with a light hand and just kind of do the same thing at the bottom of my eye. My lash line, that's what you call it. Alright, now I'm going to take my MUA crease brush, number 315, and I'm going to go in with the shade Staycation. That's this shade right over here. And I'm just going to go one layer under the last shade that I used, which was Peach for the Stars. Again, these shades are going on very beautifully. So smooth and rich. Great. And then I'm going to take that same Sigma Pencil E30 brush and I'm going to go under my lash line as well, but I'm not going to bring it all the way to this corner. I'm going to actually stop 3/4 of the way, but a little bit closer to the lash line than I had done with the Peach for Stars shadow. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with, what's this? The Real Techniques crease prep brush. And I'm going to use the shade Hot Tamale, this guy right over here. And I'm just going to dab it. It's a really dense brush, so you don't need to go too hard on the pan with this because it does pick up a lot. So you just kind of want to, and I just kind of want to put it on the corners of the eye to add some dimension. Same thing on the other. You can stay right in the corner, or you can bring it in a little bit more, which I think I might just do. Make it a little bit more dramatic than I originally intended to do. Right. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M508 brush. And it's a little bit of a denser, finer tip. And this, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take Hot Tamale again and do the same thing. Bring it down just to the corner of my eye. Just kind of bring the shadows together. Do the same thing on the side. Alright, so that the shadows aren't so harsh, I'm going to go back and work my way backwards. I'm going to go back with the Crease 315 brush from MUA and go back to the color Staycation right over here, just slightly, very slight, just to kind of blend it all in together. Okay, and then again I'm going to go back in with my e.l.f. crease brush, and I don't think I'm going to need to dab anything on the Peach for the Stars. I'm just kind of go over with what's left over on the brush to kind of just even out the color, blend it all in. Alright, I think that's it for the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to, lastly, I'm going to go in with my, what is this, the number 109 Sonia Kashuk blending brush. And what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to go over my shadow ever so gently and just get the outer edges of my shadow to just blend it in. Blends in with my skin. It's not too harsh of the edges. One of the things you want to do always is just, it's all blending. You want to let the colors blend in together, but you don't want them to blend in too much that you're mixing all the colors together and you no longer have those same shades. Like, you don't want to get too much of this corner shade into the middle, and then you just lose all that dimension that you've been working really hard to make. I usually like to stay matte, but you do have the option of adding a little, shimmer or sparkle, and this palette actually does have that shimmer shade, which is the this one, In the Spotlight. And I figured, why not, let's just use it, and that way we can get a full feel of how the palette works, right? So I'm just going to go in with my finger, and I'm going to lightly dab into it, because if you see, when I swatch it, the colors just go on really opaque, and I mean, to me that's a good thing. So I'm just going to lightly dab and then just kind of just top it off at the top of my lid there. Look at that, so pretty. Do the same thing on the other side. And then you really have that dimension in your eyes. I'm going to go in again with my Sonia Kashuk blending brush, just so I can, again, blend the edges. And then that's about it. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and put my eyeliner and my lashes on so you guys can see me test out the bronzer and the highlighter. Okay. Completed my eyes. I did my eyeliner, mascara, and then I put on my falsies. Now we're just going to quickly go in with a couple other Makeup Geek products that I was able to grab from Target. So I'm going to go in and bronze my face. And the bronzer that I got was for medium skin bronzers, medium skin tones, and this shade is Tawny. Right there. And I'm going to go in with my Eco Tools brush, and I think there isn't really a description on this brush, but it could be a blush brush. I use it for bronzing, and again, like, these products are very pigmented, so I'm just going to go in with a slight hand and just kind of go on my cheekbones. I think it might be slightly too dark, but so I'm just going to go in with my brush really lightly so I could show you what that looks like. Other side. Just lightly buff that in. And I just like to, I have a rounder face, so I just try to, you can easily, with the leftover on your brush, just kind of get the jawline. I usually just go right above my cheekbones and just a little bit around the, not on the top of my forehead, but just kind of right where my temples are. And I know I shouldn't be using bronzer to contour my nose, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just so we can use these products a little more. And for this, I'm actually going to be using my e.l.f. blending brush, and I like it for contouring my nose. And you know, when we do makeup, you do things the way you want, and there's nothing wrong with how we choose to wear our makeup. I think as long as you feel good about yourself, then I think it's good. But yeah, so just contour my nose a little bit, bring it up to where my eyebrow is, and just kind of want to taper it out so it blends in nicely. There you go. Now we're going to go in with, oops, excuse me. I'm going to go in with the blush that I was able to get, and this one is, the shade is Bliss. This is also from Makeup Geek, and it's got a peachy tone to it, which I think is really nice. And this one, this brush is a blush brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to put it right on the balls of my cheeks there. If you go in with a light hand, then you have more leeway to fix your blush and just kind of add a little more as you go. But yeah, I really like the shade. Lastly, we're gonna go in with Makeup Geek's highlighter, and the shade is Nightlight. See that right there. I like to go in with my highlighter with my finger. Then, if you see that, it's very shiny. It's really pretty. And I don't like too much of a reflective light on my face, but I do like a little bit. That. Same thing on the other side. Woo! Maybe I went too heavy on that, but that's okay. And then just a little on my nose with whatever I have left over on my finger. There you go. So far, I am very happy with these products. So I'm just going to finish off with, I'm going to go back and use my Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm not going to just do it with a heavy hand, just ever so lightly. I'm going to blend in my whole face together. Finished look. Hopefully you guys like it. Again, these Makeup Geek products, it lived up to my expectations. I love it. I knew I was going to love it, and now I need to get the whole collection. But what's really nice about these is that you can purchase them at Target. You don't have to buy them online, and they're still reasonably priced. For the quality of the products, you're going to be so happy with them. They're pigmented, they're smooth, they just go on like great, they stay all day. But yeah, I don't know anything else that I can say about the product but the fact that I just love them. Alright, well, that's about it for today. Talk to you guys soon. See you next time.